welcome to this week's installment of I'm Fine, Everything is Fine podcast. I am your host, Drew, and with me is my co-host and producer, Evan.
That's me. I'm the co-host and the producer.
That's
Evan.
right. Amen. A solid producer. We are coming to you from Dirty Jersey. We hope you guys had a good week. Please remember, we are here for you. Come chill with us at the kitchen table. This week's episode is brought to you by the Triple Threat.
JK, the Royal Rumble.
It's the Royal Rumble in here.
We got weed. We got booze. We got bongs, blunts, wine, water. Fucking,
I think that's it.
yeah.
Energy
Shit,
drinks.
though. We got shit. We got Celsius,
Yeah, baby.
not Fahrenheit.
We're
Fuck
like-
out of here.
We're like the rest of the world. Hello, Evan. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
You
man.
good? It's
Yeah.
nice to see you.
It's nice to see you.
Fucking, I would like to mention our email and our Twitter. The
Our
email
and
that
our
we,
Twitter.
the email where we receive our correspondence is the letters I am fine, everything is fine at gmail.com. Please hit us up. Send us your content, your concerns, your
Send us your
questions.
cocks.
Send your cocks. We're good with cocks. We'll do cock ratings. You know, it's very popular on OnlyFans, cock ratings.
Cock ratings?
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
Ask me if I've sent my cock to somebody to get it checked out.
Have you sent
No,
your
I
cock
have
to
not.
somebody? I was gonna ask what you got. Man.
No. I got a 5. No.
What's your cock rating?
7 out of 8 cocks.
Jesus Christ,
7 out of 8 testicles.
that's a lot of cocks.
There's a lot of cocks. It's like a fucking bag full. But you should be able to get a hold of us on our social medias. We'll talk about our Twitter a little bit later in the episode. But other than that, the best way to get a hold of us is through those. Evan, what are they?
It is at ifeif_.
Very nice, very nice. If you're sharing the show, you can find it on Spotify, Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, iHeartRadio, our YouTube channel where I post the audio version of the show about a day, maybe 2 after the episode posts on Apple or the other podcast apps. So please check that out. Not on Pandora, not on Stitcher.
Fuck those guys.
Thank you. And all I'm saying, really, if you're not following our Instagram, like I said last week, you're kind of stupid. You got to be following our Instagram. I fucking, like, okay, so Twitter's one thing, Instagram's another. Twitter is more like for like beef and discourse. It's like hard not to. Like, there's just, you can't post
There's
something
so
with.
much negative energy on Twitter.
Yeah, and I was accused of being a troll this week on our Twitter. So if you want to check it out, go check it out. I wasn't. I was trying to be a realist.
No, I thought you were.
And I was making a joke, but it's all good, not a big deal. That's what I try to do on like Twitter. You know, I try to joke. I try to like everything I have to twist into like make a funny comment about. But people take it as something completely different, which is, I mean, that's what social media is. It's a fuck fest,
Social
dude.
media is a fuck fest. It's the orgy and eyes wide shut.
It is, as we said before. Oh man, rough week, dude. Already so far to start this week. Had some bad soup last night at Yard House. What the fuck?
Some bad soup.
Bad soup. Yeah.
Dog.
Did not make me feel good. And then, fucking
Yard House in Marlton.
beep.
Oh yeah. Fuck that place.
It's not. It's in Moorestown.
Oh. Beep. Beep.
111.
111.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy their food and stuff. I don't really drink a lot of beer. They're known for their beers. I just like restaurants like that. You know, it's nice. I did mention this. It's nicer now going to a restaurant like that because they still have taken a lot of tables out.
Yes.
So like it's easier. Like when you're backing out of your chair, not hitting somebody like you know like you used to.
I enjoy it.
So that's kind of nice about going out right now.
Have you ever been to Cinder Bar?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a place in.
Did you fart?
No, probably the dog.
Fucking dog. Go ahead.
Ooh, yeah. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to light a candle. In fact, twist open that fucking
This guy.
Life is a Breeze.
Very nice. You were saying
What was I saying? I got caught up in the fart.
Yard House.
Yard House.
You said
no,
Cinder Bar.
Cinder Bar.
What's Cinder? Where's it at?
I forget exactly where.
Okay.
But it's.
I'm sure you can Google it.
I got mainly appetizers,
Okay.
and they're so expensive.
Apps
They're
are
so
expensive. Like you
little.
could buy 2 apps and you're paying for like a whole fucking meal.
Yeah, and it's like, bitch, I gotta eat too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Like, it's so
Oh my
it's so
God.
expensive to eat out nowadays.
Oh yeah, and price. That's where you've seen a big increase in prices. They started going up like after the pandemic, kind of. Once they started allowing indoor dining again.
Yeah.
Prices went up. Like
I mean,
and we talked about the COVID charge
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
And like, but besides that, just prices in general. Like we're talking like, there's only like one app that was under $10, like on the menu at Yard House,
dude. And like, look at DoorDash and like Grubhub.
Oh yeah, you're paying a premium.
A premium on top of a premium.
On top of a premium,
because
right, exactly.
like you go to McDonald's, for example.
Yes.
You get a $7 quarter pounder. Right.
Oh my God, $7.
Right. Yeah. Right. That hurts enough.
The sandwich used to be like $3 when I was a kid.
And then you go on DoorDash and it's $10.
Yeah, after the meal itself is $16 after you get your large and all this shit.
And then you get the delivery. It's like $20.
I have a confession to make. No one else knows this. This week I went to Burger King. I have not gone to Burger King in, I think my wife and I stopped there on our anniversary like 2 years ago. I know that sounds
stupid. Did you get
stupid.
the Impossible Whopper?
I did. I got a double Impossible Whopper. Okay, double Impossible Whopper, large fry, large drink. How much do you think that was? As a combo, mind you. How much do you think that cost?
A double Impossible Whopper, large drink, large fry, right?
Yes.
I'm going to venture to guess that it was $24.
No.
Too much?
Yes.
$17.
It was $18 after tax and everything. It was like 17 and change. And I thought that was like the first time I bought like a combo meal like that. And like I said, in over 2 years. And then before that, I don't really do it much at all anyway. Can you hear?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I don't really do it that much anyway. So it was just like sticker shock up the ass. Like why? Like these places are supposed to be like the affordable places you go to,
right?
And like have like the shittiest food. But yet I go and I just paid $17
for shitty food.
Well, I like the Impossible burgers; they're good, and they charge a premium for those too because
do they?
Yeah, they charge.
Because
they end up costing
good.
more than the regular Whopper,
Yeah.
and it's just like anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the meal; it was good. I didn't finish the whole thing, which sucked because I paid $17 fucking dollars. But it's all good, Anyway, that's my confession for this week.
This is my confession.
I went to fucking Burger King.
Burger
I was
King.
I was a bad boy, Evan. I was a bad boy. Very tumultuous week though. Daylight savings time this week.
Yes.
I know we talked about it last time. It happened and it sucked. It wasn't that bad this year though. I don't know why.
So it was just as bad for me. I worked an overnight this week, and it just.
That all fucked you up. Yeah, that all fucks you up.
And then I had class the next day, and I was just fuck.
I didn't read the story. I didn't read the story. I'll have more info on it next week. But I saw a headline this week that said if you need to go to bed before 10 p.m.
Yeah,
you need to.
Yeah,
it's like all cause mortality rates like drop for people who go to bed earlier, and it's because sleep is the most important thing that you can do during the day, as far as your overall health.
I love to sleep.
Yeah, so I'll read more into that. Maybe I'll have more facts next week. But yeah, so apparently going to bed at 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. saves your life on average. That's just like an average because most people are going to be up at 6. It's essentially telling you need to get 8 hours. Like you fucking need 8 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah, if I can help it, I try to always get my 8 hours.
Yeah, my wife is like a short sleeper. She doesn't sleep a lot. I'm like, honey, you're gonna have Alzheimer's when you get older.
Yeah, my stepdad's
I'm like, you need to
that.
stay in bed longer. You need to take a nap. You need to fucking just focus on it.
Like there would be times like he'll go to sleep at like 7, 6.
You said this is your dad?
My
stepdad, excuse me.
Because he would wake up at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he would go to bed at like 6 p.m. But there'd be times where we'd like go to a baseball game and we'd be out until like 11 o'clock.
Right.
And we'd get home midnight and then go to bed, wake up at 3.
Oh, that's rough. With my wife's schedule, a couple times during the week, she's got to wake up at 3 a.m. That sucks.
Yeah.
It happens a couple times a week at least, yeah. But yeah, again, tumultuous week this fucking week. My daughter broke her arm.
She broke her arm?
My daughter broke her fucking arm.
Get out. How?
Playing on with kids in the playground. It was innocent. She tripped over something and landed on her wrist. And it essentially broke, like, where the two bones kind of meet at the wrist? They both kind of fractured right there a little bit.
My sister broke that very same part of her wrist.
Yeah, it wasn't like her actual wrist bone. It was like where the ulna meets the other, I don't know the other bone. So like apparently they called it a certain type of fracture, no surgery, no, nothing besides a cast.
Yeah,
and then a splint. Yeah, and then a splint for a couple weeks. So it just it sucks. She was a trooper though, man.
Was she?
She was a fucking trooper. Yes, she was.
My sister wasn't. She cried like a bitch. If you hear this,
have you ever broken a bone?
I've broken my nose a few times. I've broken
your nose,
my pinkies, fingers. Yeah.
Really? I've never broken anything like that. I've had surgery. I've hurt my knee really bad, but I never quote broke a bone.
Well, I played baseball growing up,
Yeah.
and I broke pinkies like trying to grab balls,
Really?
like getting like stomped on.
Did you ever see your finger going sideways before?
No, not that.
Oh
Not
god, that
bad.
grosses me out.
I've broken my nose twice
Yeah.
just from getting hit in the face with baseballs.
Baseballs, got it. I didn't know if you were like in mosh pits or something, you know.
No, I mean I've taken punches, but I've never
Really?
broken anything.
I don't know why I said that so loud. Sorry. I've been in some pits before, and I've gotten like bumped into, but I've never taken a punch before, and I haven't been in a pit in over almost 20 years now.
Yeah, I mean I tend to avoid them now as I'm getting older.
Of course.
But
speaking of that,
yeah,
didn't you go to a concert this week too?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Let's get away from my tumultuous week and let's talk about your good experiences. Tell me what are some of your observations? How was it? Where'd you go?
So a couple things.
You don't have to tell me exactly where, but what city did you go to?
I went to Philadelphia.
Okay.
I had to get a COVID test for it.
Oh, okay. You got one.
And it was actually my first time getting tested.
I've never been tested.
You've never been tested?
Never been tested. I'd prefer to just see if I have the antibodies, just in case like I got it and I didn't know.
Yeah. So you had to provide a negative test.
Of course.
It was in New Jersey, though. I believe Philadelphia. No, it was in New Jersey, Asbury Park. I lied to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Philadelphia.
Okay, that's cool. Did you go to Stone Pony?
No.
Oh, okay.
Asbury Lanes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll say that on here.
Yeah, it's all good. But what I was going to say was Philadelphia is similar to New York now. Back in September, they were still accepting test results as going to like entertainment things, like live entertainment venues.
I think now they do proof of vax.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Now in the city of Philadelphia, I'm
So now
fairly
you
certain
can't-
you have to show a vax
You can't
card.
go to the show with me.
Correct, I
in
cannot. But
December.
outside the city, there's places that just still, like in Pennsylvania, it's not a Pennsylvania thing, it's a city of Philadelphia thing. Yeah. I have a couple of comedy shows coming up that are outside the city. One in Ben Salem and one in
Proof or no
Allentown. What's that?
Proof or just negative test?
As of right now, it's just proof of negative test. So... I mean, it is what it is. You know?
That was funny. I'll tell you about the concert experience, but this was funny.
Yeah. Please.
So the day of whoa, that was really loud. The day of the concert.
The day of
on the day of the show.
Go ahead. You were saying.
Me and my boy linked up early so that we could go get tested.
Oh, okay.
Because it had to be within 72 hours.
Yeah.
And we just never had time within that, other than the day of. So
rapid test.
Make an appointment to go rapid test, and we get there. We see a sign like you need a mask.
Okay.
And I only had one mask. My buddy had driven with me and had forgotten.
Excuse
his.
me. Oh shit.
I forgotten to grab it just because like we didn't think about it. So they come up and the lady comes up to swab his nose and he's like covering his face like I forgot my mask.
Yeah.
She's like, it's okay. I'm gonna have to charge you next time though. Like swabs his nose, like does it. She's like, okay. And then she comes over to me and I have my mask and I pull it down and she's like, oh, see, he understood the assignment.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
But she says it as she's got the thing in my nose and I start laughing and then I'm like So for my homies that have been tested, you understand you don't want to laugh while that thing is in your nose.
Correct. Oh my god, that's funny.
But so that was funny. But the concert, one of my first observations, right?
Yeah.
The crowd fucking sucked.
How so?
People
just not energetic?
People just fucking sucked.
What do you mean?
Like just the energy. So
the energy didn't feel good. Like were like people like beefing on people, or were people fighting?
Yeah,
or was
people were beefing on me.
What?
Yeah.
Why? What did you do?
I almost had to fight these two fucking nerds next to me.
Go ahead. What happened? What do these nerds do?
So we show up, and there were 3 bands, right?
Yeah, okay.
I really only went for the headliner
Of
turnover.
course, yes.
But I always like to be pleasantly surprised, and I was by the band that played right before them.
In the middle, yeah.
I can't remember their name.
Oh,
and it's a sin.
That is a sin.
I could look it up.
No,
I could look it up. But
don't look it up.
I will properly shout them out, maybe. In between.
No. If they didn't make a fucking impact on you,
no, they were sick. Like they were jamming.
Not enough to remember their name.
That's true. Okay.
So we're not going to mention them again. Don't fucking say that. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But so the whole time they were playing, I was waiting at the bar for a drink with my girl.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Yeah.
people were like, so first of all, I showed up and
I'm already getting anxious just thinking about having to go up to a fucking full bar at a concert. I don't even
so
like
me
it.
and my boy had smoked a Dutch on the walk in there.
Okay.
So I was stoned as shit, and it took me like 10, I want to say like 3 songs to realize that the people in front of us, directly in front of us,
were just standing there.
We're just chilling.
They were just
at
chilling.
The bar.
Exactly.
And so
Dude, I can't tell you how many fucking times that's happened to me.
And
that's
I lean
happened to me
into my girl,
countless
and
times.
I'm like, yo, like, these guys are just chilling.
Yeah.
Like, let's just squeeze in there. Like, be a like, you're the girl. You're gonna get served before me.
Correct.
Straight up.
Yes.
So she like pushes her away. We finally get our drinks, and we're like, all right, where are we gonna stand? We settle.
I would go right to the fucking back.
We went like to the back and to the side. We kind of got in there because I like to dance, and usually people are only dancing like towards the middle.
Yeah.
So like, I don't like to be the only one that because then people just stare at me and like, fuck you guys.
Do you 2-step when you dance?
Sometimes.
Okay.
This wasn't a 2-stepping band though.
Right.
But so we find our spot and we just kind of like push in, and it's a show. Like you wedge in wherever you can fit, and then once you're comfortable, fuck everybody else. Right. Like you try to do your best to make sure everybody's like cool. Yeah. But like realistically, it's a show. Yeah. Who cares?
Oof. And then speaking, we'll get into more of a
So
not giving a
But so do you agree with me?
What do you mean?
Like it's a show. Like
people are gonna get squeezed.
Yeah.
It's a show. Like that's. I mean, that's
I'm just making sure.
No, it's cool. And like that's it. It's like okay, so everyone in here hasn't had COVID in the last 72 hours. So it's like get in there or don't. Like if you're gonna live your life, you're gonna live your life. Like these are concerts that are happening now. These are shows that are happening now. If you're not gonna get back to normal, we're never gonna get back to normal.
Exactly.
And if you can't go out the door with a vaccine and know that everybody there had to show proof of test and you're being dicks. It's like people don't deserve it, dude.
People don't deserve it.
No.
So
they don't deserve it.
We wedge our way in there. And at first it's just me.
I know you didn't have a terrible time, but I just don't like
No, I had a good time. I had a good time.
It's good that you're like observing this too about like people, but go ahead.
Yeah. I had a good time, but we were in there and we were getting comfortable. We're drinking, waiting for turnover to come on.
Okay. And it was general admission, right? It was
general
just wide
admission,
open.
just open area, right? Free for all.
Yeah.
Find a spot, get comfy. I was comfy. These nerds next to me were not.
Why weren't they?
It was just some girl, and she's talking shit to her boyfriend, but loud enough for like me and everybody else to hear it.
They were talking shit about you?
Yeah, they were like, wow, could you imagine being that person that just like shows up and butts in when we've been waiting for 2 hours?
Oh, fuck
And mind
off.
you, this is a girl that I saw standing at the bar.
Yeah.
So fuck off waiting here for 2 hours.
Yeah, right.
And I just like, I look at them and they look at me and I'm like, tip my
Cheers.
can.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Like, have a good night.
Yeah.
But I don't move.
Yeah.
I'm not moving.
No.
And so then they're just jibber jabbering, jabbering.
It's like fucking
talking
do something then. Go somewhere else.
So before I like said something, they started and everybody like shut up and it was time. So I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, good.
But even like my girl was getting frustrated. She's like, are these guys serious?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
I'm like, you're at a show.
Yeah.
Like
it's a
you
show.
know what's going on.
You described it perfectly. It is a free for all, general admission. That means you don't own that spot you're standing on. It means you got to make do, and you better get to a good spot. And if you're an adult, you understand your limitations and you understand what you want. So then fucking figure it out, people.
Yeah.
Sorry, I feel like I'm angry right now.
You should be angry. I was angry. I was like, are you really?
I think it's the edible talking.
Are you really gonna like amplify that kind of hatred in an environment like this where everybody's out, presumably some of them for the first time since this whole pandemic started, and you're gonna make them feel bad for wanting to get a better seat?
Yeah, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Go find another spot then. Go somewhere where you want to go.
Exactly. You know what? Move back.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Go stand by the bar. You fucking.
Or get in front of me. Go move up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Force your way closer.
Try to get closer.
Have fun. Yeah.
I'll get closer if I can.
Exactly.
I'll get out of your way if I can.
Well, and that's the other thing. You and I are both very tall gentlemen, so like I can see from anywhere. Like if I stand anywhere in there, I can see as long as there's not a dude with the same height as I am right in front of me.
I do usually like check to make sure like there's nobody like absolutely short behind me, and if there is, I try to ask them like, hey, like, can you see? Okay, are you good?
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're fine.
I always like, dude. Every time I go to like a live show and I'm sitting in seats, like or a movie. Like I always like scunch down, like because I feel like I'm a fucking
feel like
behemoth.
I'm in the way.
I'm a behemoth, and I'm blocking the view for somebody. Like I have to always take my hat off. Every time I go into something, a show, anything like that, I take my hat.
You take your hat off?
Like if it's a general admission, no. But if I'm sitting down somewhere, yeah, I will, because people can't see behind me because I have this giant hat on my giant fucking head. So I have to I try to be conscientious.
Hey,
so
Doug, give a dome. Take it off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even though I share that practice when I go to shows, I can still say the same thing as what I just said about those cunts that were standing next to you, because fuck them. It's free for all. It is a general admission.
Realistically,
figure it out. You're
realistically, yes, everybody should be as courteous as possible.
Of course.
With that being said, them reacting that way is not being courteous
just talk shit
whatsoever.
Fuck off.
Right.
Because if you start talking shit to the wrong person, you'll get smacked.
They're lucky. I was in a good mood.
Yeah. And it's not like they were threatening to kill you or anything like that.
I'm not a fighter.
I know.
But
I'm not a fighter either, and that's why you didn't fight.
Seriously,
I wouldn't have fought.
If it was anybody but me, there could have been a fight at that show over these people just talking shit.
Yeah.
So that was, but otherwise, honestly, good return to form. I love turnover.
They sounded good.
They sounded great.
That's
honestly.
good. The show was good.
The show was good.
Did they encore?
No, they didn't.
No encore?
No encore.
What the fuck is that?
But they played
shit?
for an hour and a half,
Oh,
which is unusual. They usually
play.
They usually cap it at
an hour,
50 minutes to an hour.
Yeah,
but they played for an hour and a half.
All right,
cool.
then that's cool. Yeah. All right, good. Props. That's cool. I'm glad you had a nice time. And then you were also, speaking of all that nonsense, you were also thinking about getting the vaccine, weren't you?
I'm not thinking about it. I am gonna pull the trigger.
You're gonna do it. Okay,
I'm gonna do it.
And you said you wanted to talk about why, right?
So
what were some of your reasons?
So there's a few reasons, right?
Yes.
I'm in school, right? For bleep, 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 bleep.
Yep.
Well, you know. And if I want to continue on a path into that,
in a professional path,
I need to be able to go anywhere and do anything. So I need a vaccine.
Here we are,
to get in.
Exactly.
That's just the way of the world.
Yeah.
I read the writing on the wall. I'm not particularly thrilled. However, it is what it is. I'm going to do it. Aside from that, I'm leaving the country in January. I'll probably have to do it to cross the border.
Yep.
To leave.
And probably to come back, I think, too.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. They still might be accepting tests.
I think I have to do a test within 24 hours regardless.
International travel. So you have to be vaccinated and test.
On top of that, there's a concert in December that we were gonna go to.
We were gonna go to.
I really still want to go to it, so I'm gonna try to get vaxxed in time for it.
Good. Do you just have to have one dose, or do you have to have both?
I have to be fully.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's why I'm planning on doing it next week.
Okay.
But then there's another concert in January, Casey Musgraves.
Oh, yeah.
That I'm going to.
Oh, very nice. She's so hot.
That's in Philly. Oh, dude, she's fucking slamming.
She's so hot.
She's in January.
Yeah.
And I have to be vaxxed for that because it's in Philly.
Right.
And it's just, it'll just make my life easier.
Did you go to, you went to, didn't you go to a Flyers game or a Phillies game?
Yeah, which is weird. Like they didn't require it. They didn't require
vax or
proof of negative. No, nothing.
That's so strange.
No,
that they would. Oh, maybe because it's out. No, did you go to a Flyers game?
I went to a Flyers game,
and they didn't do it there. They didn't ask for anything.
Nope.
That's so weird.
Which is strange, right?
Yeah, I can understand not bothering at the Phillies game because it's outside.
Because it's outside.
Whatever, it's outside. Most
and
of
even
outdoors.
So at the Flyers game, it was common areas put your mask
on, yeah,
and everybody was cool with that. No, I didn't see really anybody without one.
Yeah,
nobody really giving it a hard time.
Right,
but in the seats, I had mine down pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, because you were eating and drinking the whole time.
I was I was drinking.
I was drinking the whole time.
Yeah, so everybody's cool with it. Nobody's hey, can you put your mask up?
Right.
Because we're all sitting here. Right. I'm breathing on myself.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna get the facts.
And it's weird.
Yeah. I hope you get it. I hope you get all your doses in time too to get to all your shit.
I think I'm gonna. What's the Moderna? The one and done?
No, that's Johnson & Johnson's the one and done.
Shit.
Yeah, Moderna. One of them takes 3 weeks. One of them takes 4 weeks. I think Pfizer takes 4 weeks. I don't know. I can't remember because I didn't get it yet.
I think so. I think any of these regulations, fully vaccinated is within 2 weeks.
So you have to get. They consider it fully vaxxed if you get both doses on the time schedule you're supposed to, either 3 or 4 weeks, and then 2 weeks following the last dose. that day after 2 weeks, you're considered, quote, fully vaccinated. And so it takes 2 weeks after the second dose.
Okay.
So if it's one, it's 6 weeks. If it's one, it's 5 weeks. If it's the other, it's 5 weeks. Just a matter of what you're going to,
Okay.
that's it. You know?
Okay.
So moving forward with the show, I have some programming notes that I wanted to discuss with you if you're cool with it.
Programming notes.
So we had, we made big strides this past year. We just celebrated 1 year on the podcast.
1 year.
I know. I'm so happy. And we've been very pleased with this. We love doing this every week. Nothing's going to change as far as I'm concerned at the moment. But we are going to I was thinking maybe we could branch a little bit deeper,
Lay it on me.
I'm going to probably start our very own TikTok account.
Tick-tock on the clock.
'cause
till
if shit-
the
if
party don't stop.
And it's not necessarily about like making money off this, but it is kind of like about getting out there and seeing like if people like it or not, or what we can do to get better. And the only way we're
TikTok
going
is a
to,
valuable platform.
and also just like more participation. Like it would be so cool, like if we could read emails, and stuff like that from the show. But we only get a couple. Like we've only gotten like a dozen emails over the last year. So like whatever it is, but it would be cool to get like more participation. So I'm
We
feeling
should
like,
get cameras.
well, so here's what I was thinking. Ready for this? Not to get too technical on the show and pull the curtain back. I already ordered mounts for our phones.
Oh, get out.
Before we start filming the entire show and producing like all that, that's a lot of work, especially for you because you're going to have to edit it. I don't know how to do that shit. So before we get to that point, what I'd like to do is each segment we'll record on our phones. And then we'll take those clips and I will overlay it over the audio and I'll clip certain parts of the show and whatever we find funny. Like last week, it was I was going for a walk to get it to blow a guy. Remember that was funny. I would have put that on TikTok. I would have put that on TikTok. So it's like little things like that. But I figure if we record on our phones, cut the clips, and I'll just edit it at home, and then but that's what our hope is. But I wanted to discuss that with you and make sure you're cool with it.
Live on the air so that I can't back out. I'm just kidding.
Well, the other thing is that we could, when we're recording, we can also do live. But
Yeah.
you have to have so many followers first. So again, we have to get to that point, and this is a slow process. My goal was to get onto YouTube, and we did it finally several weeks ago. So I feel like
And
my
we're
next
fucking
goal,
on in there, baby.
yeah, we finally have a process for it. So that's my hope is to start dropping clips on TikTok of us talking. So we'll have to start like brushing our hair and stuff.
You want me to brush my hair?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, Dad.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, Dad.
So last week I did discuss some health issues. You want to hear some follow up on that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah. How
cool.
you doing, man?
Very
you
angry. No, I'm not angry.
How you holding up, champ?
Everything's good. I went to the doctor. I got a follow up. They're doing deep analysis. More
Deep analysis.
more to come on that, and just getting tests and shit
Deep
done.
rectum analysis.
Apparently it's called-
more to come.
Apparently, it's called prostatitis or something like that. Swollen prostate or something like that. Yeah.
Prostate.
Prostatitis. So that's what I had. It's gone now, but that's what I had at the moment. So I'm going to the doctor, and it's like, it's all like a sham essentially. Like that's that's like my whole point here. Okay, it's like a sham. Okay, instead of like getting down like to some sort of like resolution and really making like the most of my time and theirs. Like, or getting down to like really treating something right away, they'll fucking bleed your insurance. I go there, all they did was take a piss test. They're like, "We'll do a test your urine." Like, that's what I already had done. That's how I figured out I was clean before.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So it's like, so this is clearly a problem with my prostate. But instead, it's like you have to come back.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted.
Which one were you trying to hit?
I don't know. Anything I wanted, like a boo.
Oh, I don't have any booze.
From these fucking.
I got a dolphin.
From these losers.
Yeah, but so what I was getting at is like you have to go back for 3 different appointments. Like when I go back next, what is he going to order next after we get these results from the thing? Like what are we going to do? Like it's like I'm waving my hands and like the anxiety is like fucking terrible just trying to figure out what the fuck caused my prostate to swell up like that. Like I thought cancer personally. That's just my deep terrible fears.
Of course.
And that's what I thought at first. But like between like doctors, insurance companies, and the pharmaceutical thing, it's like it's so stupid. We talk about the cost of healthcare in the country. I say we, like the general we talk about
The royal we.
Yeah, the royal we talk about healthcare in this country. It's like something needs to change with the process because it's like I already came in. It's like is there something else you can do? Like, can you at least order a blood test to make sure I don't have like some sort of infectious disease, or like besides an STI? Like, can you run a blood test for cancer? Can you run can you do anything besides just like hold your computer in your hand while you're talking to me and just type away and like not even make eye contact with me
And
like,
tell me to pee in a cup.
pee in a cup, and then that's it. And then I leave, and now I got to come back in 2 weeks. It's like 2 fucking weeks. I got to sit here and worry. What is that going to be? And they won't call you. You got to come back to that appointment because you know why, Evan? They get more money when you come back for an office visit. It's like that. They're just keeping the fucking. They keep the gravy train running at your anxiety's expense, and it pissed me off this week. It really fucking did. Anyway,
You want to take down the establishment?
And apparently, I've never
Apparently-
been live television before.
We're gonna take down the doctors industry. We're gonna take down Big Pharma.
no, we're not.
Apparently,
Apparently.
we're coming for
Anyway.
ya
Yeah. So,
because I don't watch the news.
something else I wanted to discuss on as far as programming is concerned.
Yeah, dude, this chocolate's hit.
Oh, you're here. Oh, good. This is great. This is like, you ever see True Lies? You ever see True Lies?
True
With
Lies.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No,
He
I've seen True Sex.
no, True Lies. He's a secret agent. He works for like the CIA or some shit. He
With
gets
Arnold
He's getting
Schwarzenegger.
he's getting interrogated, and they stick him with this stuff that tells he has to tell the
truth
truth.
serum.
Yeah, it's truth serum.
I am from cauliflower.
There's a really funny like scene when he gets it, and then it starts to take effect, and they're interrogating him. And he like tells the guy how he's gonna kill him. It's such a good scene, dude. It's such a good scene. Anyway, great movie regardless.
Maybe I'll watch
Tom
True
Arnold,
Lies with
Tom Arnold, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Tom Arnold?
yeah,
You said Arnold.
and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, dude.
Tom Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes, Tom Arnold Schwarzenegger. So anyway, great movie. But this is your truth serum. The edible that I gave you is your
Yeah.
truth serum. Yeah. So okay,
Yeah,
ready?
so, all right,
Here's,
hit me
okay,
with the
ready?
truth-
This is a big deal. This is
Two
a big
truths
deal.
and a lie.
Big deal. Okay. How do you feel about breezing over sports moving forward?
What do you mean breezing over sports?
Let's not have the segment anymore.
Let's not add the segment.
Let's not have the
so-
segment anymore.
I mean, that's fine because realistically,
I struggle to come up with content, and we always joke about.
I just
we just
fucking
talk
bitch
about some
about
other
the Flyers
bullshit.
all the time.
And that's a little too local, But I mean, then again, our whole audience is around here. But still, I just figured moving
welcome to my
forward,
Flyers talk.
yeah, we can still talk about it. Like, how are the Flyers doing, Evan?
They're doing pretty good.
They lost the other night, 3-0 to Toronto.
Yeah, to Toronto. Fucking Toronto.
Anyway,
I think they play
so,
tonight.
yeah.
They play. It's 6:50 where we're at. They play in 10 minutes.
Oh
Carolina.
no, shit! We'll put it on.
Carolina.
I like 7:00 games better than 7:30 games. Careful, don't spill your triple threat.
Is a juggernaut.
All right, so moving forward, we'll just have like little sports here and there. But if you're cool with that, are you cool
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
I think it'll streamline.
Did you see? Speaking of sports, did we
Yeah.
see that Hank? The Bryce Harper won
He got the
Hank Aaron Award.
Yes,
He
I
also
did see
got
that.
the
for
National
him.
League's Most Outstanding Player.
I didn't know that.
Which
I saw
is
the Hank
different-
Aaron Award.
Which is different than the MVP somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. What I like about I get it's just another way for another sponsor to make another award. They pay him millions of dollars. This whole thing. What I do like about baseball that is a little different here and there from some sports, but it seems consistent in baseball is that each league has their own awards.
Mm-hmm.
Each league, so it's not just one.
Right.
It's each league. Like in the NFL, it's not each conference. It's each league. It's the whole league as one. When they talk about defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year, rookie of the year, like that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. They don't break it down. NFC, AFC,
But baseball,
baseball,
does
AL,
National
NL.
League,
Right,
AL,
exactly.
yeah.
And I like that. I don't know why. I think it just like it gives
Well,
you more of a
because, like,
chance.
You play a different pool of players.
Correct. That's
like,
another thing. Yes.
Each season,
It
like
is
yeah,
kind of
like they,
there is a division there.
the divisions play
between
each
leagues.
other from time to time. Like they
Exactly.
have like maybe a month, maybe two
Okay.
out of their entire schedule where
Yeah.
they play teams from
Mhm.
from the opposite end.
Yeah.
So I can see your argument. I
Nice.
like that.
I like it. Yeah.
I always did think it's cool.
So, I will touch on one more thing on sports, but this also has to do with like Twitter beef, and I'm just like told you earlier, I'm like addicted to it. I'm fucking addicted to Twitter. When I go on there, try to joke around, and the people fucking start going crazy. And anyway, I did see this tweet, and I found it was very funny. And this kind of like is apropos of what I'm talking about. Okay, so Chris Sims, whose father played in the NFL, Phil Sims, as a Giants quarterback.
Okay.
I think Chris Sims also played football, but he's mostly a commentator
Okay.
in his career. He says CeeDee Lamb who is a Dallas Cowboys wide receiver, was fined $20,000 for having his jersey untucked last week. Aaron Rodgers was fined $14,000 for ignoring COVID protocols all season. I get the enforcement rules are different, but it just looks bad and doesn't add up. That was his
How much
sentiment.
was the other dude charged?
20,000.
20.
CeeDee Lamb was charged $20,000 for not having his jersey tucked in. And Aaron Rodgers, well, now Packers organization was charged. They were fined with like $300,000 or something like that.
Yeah, that's the
Or about
Packers.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
not Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers was So that's what his take, and he's a journalist. That's his take. But I mean, whatever.
So
sort of a journalist, more of a
what's good-
commentator.
What's
But,
good
okay.
with Aaron Rodgers?
Hold on. Ready?
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? What's going what?
What's good with Aaron Rodgers?
Like what's been going on with him?
Yeah.
Oh, so he went on we'll talk about this in news too, but he went on the Pat McAfee show after testing positive for coronavirus.
Oh,
but he was,
shit.
But he was unvaccinated, but he told everybody in the beginning of the season that he was immunized or something along those lines. So that's the word that he said he felt bad about misleading people. That's kind of the way the story broke down. He felt bad about misleading people, but he also went on the Pat McAfee show and did a 45-minute or 48-minute interview with him talking about. You didn't hear any of this?
No.
He was on there. Okay, so
So, all right. The only context that I have about anything Aaron Rodgers related
yeah.
is the fact that I saw a TikTok that said he should be in jail.
This is why.
And
This
I
is
was
what
like,
you're saying, yeah.
why should Aaron Rodgers be in jail?
Because everybody's saying that because they say he lied about it and he put people in jeopardy.
Essentially, yes, he did.
That's the take.
He did very much do that.
Right, that's the take.
Very
So
poor decision making, Aaron Rodgers.
You should watch what
That's not what a champion does.
So what I didn't do this week was I didn't watch the interview. I wanted to watch it. It was on my docket to do it, and I kept pushing it off, and I didn't watch the whole thing. But of course, everybody's reacting to it. So you're getting everybody's feelings on the matter, and he's getting a bunch of shit essentially for. I'm going to put this out there. Essentially, having a similar opinion to what I have, but he has an allergy. He has an allergy.
An allergy to what?
To one of the
fucking
ingredients.
bullshit.
No. Apparently, it's a real documented thing. He has an allergy to one of the chemicals in the vaccine, in both mRNA vaccines that are.
FDA certified.
No. They're like also found in like shampoos and things like that.
Okay.
So it's like a real chemical. It's like a real allergy that he knows about. So he was like, "No, I don't feel comfortable doing it." And of course, he bases it on health. He bases it on his understanding of how the virus may affect him. And of course, he got it, and he's fine. Like he's at home. He's just chilling. And he did a fucking 45-minute interview with Pat McAfee.
So, yeah, I'm fucking good. I'm playing Xbox.
But now he has natural immunity, as he said on this interview, and he said that he's not going to get a vaccine now for sure. That's his take.
In fact, they tested my DNA and it wasn't DNA at all. It was USA.
Okay, so then
Fucking take that to the bank.
So then this ties in this. Where I was going with the Twitter beef was Chris Sims says this. I'm glad we talked about the Aaron Rodgers thing. It's in my news montage.
Yeah,
but
I'm
Oh, it's all good.
done to it.
That's
I
cool.
have
I'm
no
glad.
idea.
I'm glad I got to explain it to you. But anyway, after that, this one reply to Chris Sims's tweet about the difference in fines. One of these. This is from Jeff. It says, Ruggs, meaning Henry Ruggs. He actually got into a car accident last week and killed a person. He was doing like over 100 and something, 26 miles per hour.
The
when he
jaw
crashed.
is a jar for anybody.
He
looking.
smashed into a car. The car caught on fire. It killed the passenger and the passenger's dog. Henry Ruggs was under the influence or charged with DUI. It'll all come out in court.
Oh my God!
Charged with DUI. Yeah, and he
Drew,
was in. Yeah,
Drew, if an NFL player ever kills me and my dog,
yeah.
I want you to kill that NFL player.
I'll go after him for you. I promise.
Fuck, we're Plaxico Burress. He is the first one that came to mind because he shot himself in the club. I feel like he's fucking reckless.
That's hysterical. Anyway, listen. So
Or who's Ray Lewis, the one who stabbed somebody.
So this person says, okay, ready? So now you know all the context, I think, essentially.
Thank you.
It says right here, Ruggs killed a person and a dog drunk driving. The only headline I saw was Derek Carr saying he needs to be loved. The media crucified Rodgers as if he had killed a person and a dog while drunk driving. It looks bad and just doesn't add up. So that's the response to Chris Sims, and he uses the same ending, which is very smart and funny. But then he says this. Then this other third person replies. His name is Raider. Okay, it says one was an accident, the other on purpose. Hope that helps you understand. Probably not, though. and puts a hands up emoji like he doesn't know.
Probably not.
And then someone replies to that. Okay, so this is what I'm getting at, okay? Then someone replies to that and says, bro, are you fucking trying to say that Ruggs murdering a person doing 126 miles per hour at the time of impact was an accident? Like, with a question. And this guy goes, yeah, are you going to cry about it? It's like, that's fucking Twitter in a nutshell.
Bro,
It's
bro, are you fucking saying that this dude just driving his car recklessly
was just an accident.
was just an accident? He just happened to hit somebody? You don't think he meant to do that? Yeah. Yeah. You gonna
This guy's
cry
like,
about
yeah,
it?
what are you going to cry about? That's what he said.
Maybe.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that, dude. That was so
Holy
funny.
shit.
I know, it's funny. It's funny.
I fucking love Twitter.
Dude, I got hooked this week. I spent like 2 afternoons this week just trolling on Twitter.
So
like,
there's
trying to drum up likes and trying to drum up stuff and just trying to get get our image out there and get the pod out there.
There's
Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I'm gonna say there's a feel good Twitter feed that I've been
Okay.
I've been rocking lately.
Hit me. What is it?
Are you familiar with Paddington?
Yeah, Paddington Bear
Yeah, Paddington.
with the yellow hat,
with the red hat.
red hat, yellow boots,
Red hat, yellow boots.
blue jacket.
Blue jacket, yes. So there's a Twitter feed, a Twitter account that just edits him into a different movie every day.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. They have a TikTok.
Probably-
They have a TikTok too.
Do they?
Yes, I've seen it on TikTok
Oh.
also.
Dude, it is so fucking good.
I know.
If
Did you ever
you-
see? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna recommend if you have.
Do you know what it is, or what it's called, or what the name?
I
of it is?
don't. I don't.
Okay.
It just shows up. It's like one of the topics that is like recommended to me.
Yeah,
And I'm so fucking glad it was.
that's hysterical.
I crack up every time.
There was one. There was one that made me go check my Disney movies because it was called like Slender Man something, Slender Man Disney or something like that. What this guy? Yeah, you know who Slender Man is?
Of course I know.
The scary looking twig looking guy.
Sidebar. No, go ahead. Never mind.
Okay, well, anyway, this guy edits him in to like Disney videos. So clearly he uploads video onto his iPad or his laptop, edits in video editing, and then puts it back onto his Apple TV. So then when he watches it, it makes you think he's watching the movie, and he zooms in on these scenes, but he's edited Slender Man in the background. So, and like little creepy thing like Beauty and the Beast, he's like behind one of the pillars or something like that. So I go and I fucking pull up my Disney Plus, and I'm like, let me get in there.
Fucking
check.
Slender Man in my movies? Are you fucking kidding me?
I am so gullible. I was like, he's not in there. he wasn't in there at all. I
No?
was like, yeah, no, he's not fucking in there.
Good.
Anyway, so you're gonna cry about it, Drew?
I
Yeah,
remember
okay.
there was a time back when I first found out about Slender Man, right?
Okay.
It was a free game that you would just download on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my cousin, my next door neighbor, and another friend of mine that grew up down the street.
Yeah.
We all had a sleepover and we all played this game, right? Well, halfway through, so we play the game and then we decide like, okay, let's play some Call of Duty, but let's get some more controllers.
Mm-hmm.
So like, let's walk down the street to your house and grab some controllers.
Yeah.
So we decide we're all gonna go, and then me and my other friend decide we're like, yo, let's break off and fuck with these kids. So we like dip back on my cousin and my next door neighbor,
Yeah.
and they like go up to his house to grab the extra controllers.
Yep.
And they come out and they're like,
Where are you guys?
guys, where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yes.
And so I had my one friend like behind a bush at the front, and I was by the gate, so like to my grandparents' house, which they would cut through.
Yeah.
So I was there because I knew that's where they would go. And my buddy's shaking a bush. He's like, oh shit, like, let's cut through this way. Like, let's get out of here. And they come
Shaking a
by.
bush.
I jump out and I'm like,
Did they get scared? Or
oh
what?
yeah.
They shit their
Yeah.
pants.
One of them almost pissed their pants.
Oh, that's the
They
best.
were very
the best.
very mad at us.
Oh, I bet.
That's the best when you pull off a prank
Yeah.
and you get fucking mad
Yeah.
about it.
You think that's
That's
the best reaction for you? Is getting the person
I
mad
mean,
at you?
so no, realistically, I don't ever like to be pranked, but it's
you don't like to be
it's good to
pranked?
have a good sense of humor about it. But
Yo, my fucking wife has been lately has been scaring me like all the time. And we have a friend of ours who's in the group chat
there's
with
a
us.
group chat. Yeah.
Her and her husband, they do the same thing and they fucking scare each other all the time. Like they go balls to the wall and it's hysterical. But my wife, like, I'll just be going upstairs to go to the bathroom. I'll come down the stairs and she'll be right there. Ah! And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I always like, and she loves it. Like, for some reason, when I get scared, she fucking loves it. Like I never mind. Like, yeah,
I
she
do
just
that.
loves it.
My roommate and I do that to each other, and I do it to my girl.
Yeah.
So you see how our place is set up.
Yeah.
There are times where I'll be sitting on the couch, we'll both be sitting there. I'll get up to get a snack in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I'll come out, and he'll have gotten up, and he's standing like over here in the corner, like just.
Yeah. Hysterical.
And I'm like, where is he?
You know who it doesn't work out scaring is fucking my children because they're too young and they cry.
And they cry.
Yeah, I've scared them so many times they just start crying.
Hiya, Georgie.
My daughter's such a shit talker too, and she talks so much shit, and then like if I scare her, she just starts crying. Maybe that's her age. It is what it is.
She
but
talks so much shit.
She talks so much shit.
Yeah, she's what, like 8?
She's about to be 7.
7.
Yeah, so that's it's a magical age, honestly. So the one thing about her breaking her, I'm going to mention this because I'm a dad. The one thing about her breaking her arm is that the doctors are like, nothing. You can't walk up steps like without holding the hand. You can't do anything because if you fall, your arm's going to get really fucked up. And if you brace it again, like it's really going to damage it. So, okay, fine. She's wearing a cast, like whatever. And she understands. She does a lot of physical activities. She has she goes to jujitsu. Her jujitsu instructor was very upset that she didn't break fall properly when she fell.
Bleep.
Yes,
Are you kidding me?
Her professor was very upset.
We've been
gone
over this.
Oh my! You know how to do a break fall.
Fuck.
Yes, but she did say her chin was to her chest when she fell.
I swear.
Yeah, I swear my chin was on my chest. But anyway, so they're like, my wife and I are like, number one, she's growing. She eats like all day. She wants to eat, and you have to be like, no, lunch, dinner, that sort of thing, and like. She has so many activities, and like that's just part of her. She has an active lifestyle, but now she can't fucking do any of them. Mm-hmm. She can't do shit. So my wife and I are like, "What are we gonna do?" We're talking about it. We start talking about the notion. It's like you're probably gonna have to go on like a lot of walks. Oh shit! Beep. You're gonna have to go on a lot of walks. You know, write that down. And so today was really nice because when she got home from school, there was still a little bit of time left for the sun to be up, and she was like, "Let's go for a walk." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, let's go." So we got to talk and walk, and it was really nice. And it's going to be a really nice
coffee talk.
Yeah, it's going to be a really nice practice, for these next 8 weeks while she's healing up. But after we beep that, I'm ready to go into news.
That was a premature ejaculation.
Have you ever premature ejaculated?
In my pants?
Yeah.
No.
Ah. Here comes news. This is Evan and Drew with the news.
What we got today, boys?
This morning, flying the so-called friendly skies is going from infuriating at times to downright frightening. Travelers have been left scrambling and stranded all across the country after American Airlines canceled close to 2,000 flights over the weekend.
Let's get more now on that exciting news that after almost 600 days, Australia's hard border has finally fallen. And that means families can now reunite and Australians will be able to holiday overseas.
With the heartbreaking concert tragedy in Houston and the desperate hunt for answers, authorities launching a criminal investigation to find out what went wrong at the Astro World Music Festival.
Sicko mode.
Aaron Rodgers has been roundly criticized this week, not because he is unvaccinated, but for his misleading public statements about it.
A federal court puts mandatory vaccinations at work on hold. Well, at least temporarily.
Oh,
There it
shit.
is. That was good. We're
Yeah,
good.
okay, we're good.
Yeah, nice.
And that's the way we roll.
Yeah, so how about that shit? How about all that news?
How about all
Get
that news?
Get all that news. American Airlines cancels
me.
2,000 plus flights last weekend.
Yeah, what gives
Australia-
American Airlines? Why? Why are we canceling flights?
Delta was like it the week before, too. Australia opens up its international borders. The Travis Scott Astro World?
Astro World.
Astroland?
Astro World.
Astro World.
Yeah, you had it right. You had it right. believe in yourself.
Yeah, so he was getting he's in a bunch of shit right now.
He is in a bunch
I mean,
of
I
shit.
hope they hold him accountable, honestly, from what I'm hearing, at least I believe charges need to be brought against him or his management company.
So, I believe both. I saw someone try to defend him,
Okay.
saying that there was a 59-page contract agreement
How so?
that only the event coordinator
Mm-hmm.
or the tour manager
Mm-hmm.
could stop the show. Apparently, Travis Scott had no say.
Okay, well then.
Which I say bully. I say bully.
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Really?
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you're the performer. You could just walk off the stage if you're really that
Exactly.
passionate about it. But the problem
If
is,
people
it's like,
are dying,
I know.
it's kind of your responsibility
Fuck yeah.
to stop the show.
So a couple of things that I heard that make me think that he should be held responsible. One, I heard that he liked to kind of incite his audience a little bit.
That's so I don't
he
see anything
said-
wrong with that.
But he said things like, "We're sold out. We're only letting the wild
Oh yeah,
ones
like come
in.
anyway.
We're only letting the wild ones in." So it's like that's okay. So I think I'm not saying they're the same thing. I'm not saying it is the same thing at all. But I will draw a corollary between what he did in inciting an issue at one of his shows and making people jump fences and inciting that sort of thing, and then having it packed, and also being told by local law enforcement that he should fucking relax and he should think about canceling the show. I don't know about think about canceling it, but they
Did
were
they
warned.
say that to him?
Yes, he was warned before the show started that things were getting out of hand. But again, that might not have been his call. Maybe they went to him directly, or maybe they went to the wrong person and talked to the wrong person because, as you say, they were bound by contract. So maybe
yeah,
that's
but
the take.
still, like I said, man, like
And so besides the inciting, and then I'll draw the corollary. Trump's not even on Twitter anymore. Like he's not even allowed on Twitter.
Right.
And he apparently incited a riot at the Capitol,
right.
which ended in less death.
Well, so people are petitioning to like cancel Travis Scott.
Okay.
There's a feature on like Apple Music and Spotify that says
Yeah.
like don't show me this artist anymore.
Okay, hang tight. Hold on. I just want to say real quick that I know they're not the same thing. I don't want people to think I'm like, jumping down.
Travis
Jumping down the
Scott?
Trump thing. Yeah, but I just want to say that they are that there is a corollary there.
It's a
There's something
comparison
there
to
is
be
something
made.
to be yeah. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but they're trying to cancel Travis Scott.
That's
so
it, yeah.
there's a option on Apple Music and Spotify
Right.
where you can say don't show me this artist.
Okay.
So that's kind of the train that everybody's trying to get other people on.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Travis Scott.
I
He
just-
kind of
yeah.
dropped the ball on this one.
He really did. And people have gotten hurt at his shows before, correct?
Yeah. So the main thing that people are bringing up is there was an instance in which at a Lollapalooza show, I believe, maybe, I don't know, he stopped the show because a fan tried to steal his shoe.
Oh my god.
He is like, hey, cut it off. And then he like incited people to beat that guy up.
Oh my god.
He's like, fuck him up.
That's a real story.
Fuck him up.
That's
yeah.
a real story.
It's a real story.
Oh my god.
And I don't know if he apologized for that. He may have.
Okay.
However, I know of a similar instance in which a hardcore band trapped under ice,
Okay.
the lead singer,
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit on them. He has moved on.
Okay.
He has apologized. He
Okay.
has gone on to do great things. I'm a big fan.
Okay, but what happened?
But there's an instance in which he didn't stop the show, but they were playing a song, and this guy was antagonizing him throughout the entire show.
Right.
And it eventually got to the point where he stopped, like midway through. Everybody else kept playing, and then he just jumped into the crowd, punched the dude in the face, and hit him so hard he like broke his jaw in half.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like he like
Oh,
fucked
my.
this dude up, and
Oh,
he like
my.
almost killed him, and he was like, "Oh, okay, like I lost my temper.
Right.
I can't do that shit anymore."
Right.
Now, like that whole community, somebody touches somebody the wrong way,
Right.
they stop the show.
Right.
Somebody calls out for help, they stop the show.
And that's
This
the thing. Like,
time, they have people chanting, "Stop the show!"
Yeah.
People are dying, and he said, "Who tells me to stop?"
yeah, and like there was apparently people scaling the camera towers, telling them to tell them to
I
talk to
saw
the
a video
production
of
people,
that. I
talk
did
to
see a
tell
video.
them to stop. They need to stop. There's people dying. They said,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so that's it. The whole thing is interesting. So when I said earlier he or his management company or anybody who was responsible should be held responsible, I don't mean like. I mean, I don't. That's up to the courts to decide.
Yeah.
But
sure.
something like I know he's being sued civilly already by at least 100 different people that went. And like they'll have insurance for that, or that'll be a management clause. That'll be the management company, whoever ran the show or whoever facilitated it. But I mean, he had other people that invested in this, and there's other big artists there. Drake was there.
Drake was there.
Yeah, I heard Drake went to the fucking strip club after everybody died. I swear.
No. I heard it was Dave and Buster's.
Oh, I heard strip club.
I heard that they were all at an after party at Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
And that's when allegedly that Travis Scott had heard the news of the severity of the situation.
Okay.
Which is interesting because Kylie Jenner was posting Instagram stories of the ambulance trying to get through the crowd. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying, which is strange. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? I came across an interesting...
Did you see the girl who got dropped?
What do you mean dropped?
Okay, so actually 9 people passed away. Did you hear about this?
8 people.
9 people.
9 people.
A 9th person who was on a ventilator for several days after the event finally passed away. She was a young college student also. She was being carried out on a stretcher. What are you doing over there?
I was looking. So I saw a TikTok about the whole incident, and I
Okay.
was looking for it real quick. I'm listening to you.
Okay.
But I think they took it down.
It says Astroworld latest Drake went to a strip club party a day after. Oh, the day after. Oh, that's even worse. You already know about it. You still went the day after.
I saw this one, Travis Scott, or people dying while Travis Scott does the robot.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. So anyway,
Maybe it's lost. I do have it, so I'll save it and I'll post it to the Twitter, the Instagram.
Okay.
Because
what are you posting exactly?
It's a conspiracy. It's kind of interesting. It's like a conspiracy around the Illuminati and Travis Scott.
Oh yes. I heard the correlations there as well with that stuff too. About how there was 2 theories. One, the devil made him do it.
Yeah,
or
I mean,
2,
I'm not
or
saying believe it. I'm just saying it's
I know.
interesting.
I know. Newsweek did a whole thing on it.
Did they?
Yeah, they did it as a whole thing.
That boy.
And then the other theory was that this was a blood sacrifice to get him into the Illuminati because he's new money, essentially.
New money. I've also heard it's a level of Freemasonry.
Yeah, exactly the same.
With human sacrifice. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Interesting.
I've also heard that the Kardashians are witches.
That would make that might make sense. That may be a thing. That's a real thing.
They have their claws sunk in Travis Scott.
Oh my god.
Because of course Kylie is his baby ma.
Yes.
Baby ma.
Baby ma. Yeah. So anyway, the whole thing is just tragic. 8 people died. 9 people died. Excuse me. What I was going to say was, the 9th person who died, they have video of her getting carried out on a stretcher by Houston police, and they fucking dropped her on the ground on her neck, and it was really bad. Yeah. And that clip is out there too if you want to find it. I'm not going to post it on our Twitter unless I might have like retweeted it or something. Yeah, it's bad. She gets dropped, and they're trying to carry her. They're trying to
really dropped the ball.
Oh, Evan!
At Astro. Oh, points. Yay!
Yes, but so they got, I think they should be held accountable.
In the criminal justice system, you come across such suspects, such as Travis.
In the criminal justice system, there are two different yet equally important parts that play a different role.
The prosecution, who tries to prove the other person guilty.
Law enforcement.
And the law.
And prosecutors. These are their cases.
We pieced that together so good.
I'm
that
flexing
was
so
perfect.
hard
That was
right now.
so good. Yeah, so we already talked about the Aaron Rodgers thing. Federal appeals court apparently froze Biden's new vaccine mandate as far as it applies to OSHA and everything like that. But their apparent take is to just stay the course. Like, we're not changing anything. It doesn't matter if it's in the courts, which is not a terribly uneducated thing to do, considering if it, like, just because they're being sued, like, they knew they were going to be sued. They knew they were going to be sued by multiple parties. So if anything, I guess they're just hedging their bets to keep moving forward and then, see how it plays out. The court's the most important part of all of it, really, about anything that happens. What else? Not to sound too down here, but this just came out today, okay? Now, a couple episodes ago, we talked about the August report that 4.3 million people quit their jobs in August in America. There's a new report out that just crunched the numbers in September, and now 4.7 million people quit their jobs. Now, that does not mean that they did not take up other employment. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying that 4.7, it kind of comes in line in the confluence with the great resignation that they're saying that people are leaving. I mean, I've thought about leaving my job. You're doing something about it. You're going to be part of the great resignation. You're bettering yourself. It's good.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I will manifest that. Yes, I am
Yes.
bettering myself.
Yes. It's not going to happen right away.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I might kill that because of that.
Anyway, so 4.7 million people quit in September. Employment data, the great resignation, blah, 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 considering throwing out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I've also thought about, mark that. I've also thought about like putting my resume out there too, like and just seeing, because apparently I read the article about the 4.7, and it was like people have their pick of whatever job they want now, and I was like, huh. Let me look
Write
into
a
that.
book, dude. Write a book, and we'll do an Audible book.
No. Oh, yes, that would be great.
We'll
yes.
do an Audible book.
Yes.
Cooking with Drew.
There you go.
We're gonna talk about
Lumberjacking with Drew.
Chicken parmesan. Lumberjacking.
Yes. Lumberjacking.
Jack your wood.
Lumberjacking with Drew.
Yeah, we're gonna jack our wood.
Anyway, I love jacking wood.
You're gonna take your hand and you're gonna put it right on your cock. And you're gonna grip it real tight.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm kind of retarded.
Anyway, all right. So listen, Gavin Newsom disappeared for 11 days. Did you hear? Or 12 days, actually. Did you hear about that?
Yo, hang on. We're talking about disappearing. What's the update on Brian Laundrie?
He was found, like his teeth were found.
What
next
do
to
you
his
mean?
hole.
Yeah, his teeth were found, but
His
then the
teeth were
DNA
found
did not
next-
match, right?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that, okay, there's the most interesting takeaway from that whole fucking bullshit about Gabby.
Of him with his dad.
Gabby Petito. The most interesting fucking takeaway from the whole thing, I'll sum it up right now.
Yeah.
Is not that they got into a domestic dispute and then it looks like he killed her and then he went and killed himself and then that's it. That's not the most interesting thing. The most interesting thing is that they found other fucking bodies out there in these state parks that they were unintended. That's the big takeaway from this.
Because there's cannibals out there, dog.
Well, it's a secret order of people that killed. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they're
but
cannibals.
They
live
people
in the
disappear.
state parks.
Regardless, people disappear from the state parks all the time, and the fact that it took this fucking girl to disappear for them to search and find these other poor people that were already dead—that's the tragedy. That's the fucking tragedy.
That is the real tragedy.
The conspiracy behind it is that Brian pulled his teeth out, threw them out there, and then fucking ditched and just left a bag with his teeth. And they just fucking took off.
I know.
I'll
just pull a couple teeth.
Yeah, right. The other thing that's been across my board is the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Have you heard about this?
I have seen. I've seen a lot of people memeing it.
Okay, yeah, I saw. Yeah, so so he cried on the stand during his testimony, and the meme, Twitter that was fucking gold. Twitter
that's gold.
Yes.
That's gold. That face is
God.
fucking priceless.
Somebody had a tweet about, because LeBron started talking shit about Kyle Rittenhouse, and then I don't really give a shit. But then it was like he said something about it, and then somebody posted a picture. The meme was the picture of Kyle Rittenhouse crying, and then it was something along the lines of when you wake up to somebody talking shit about LeBron. It's just him crying. And I was like, that was the tweet. I was like, that's it. And I even said something to the guy. I was like, that's the perfect tweet. I was like, it doesn't matter what side you're on. It doesn't matter whether you think
that's
LeBron for talking shit.
That's LeBron fans in a nutshell.
Well, even that just, yeah, you're right. I believe you're right. But also just about the trial in general, because I've been, I have to go online. I have to do research for the show. I read a lot of news. I try to keep up on current events. Obviously, this has been blanketing everything. All social medias in the last couple of weeks.
A lot of topics here.
And when it happened,
I'm kind of retarded.
And when it happened last year, I saw an interesting tweet today about it, and it's so funny that it's so blanketed across all this media about it. I saw a tweet today from a woman who said that She thought until today that Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 black people. And she didn't know that all the victims, and the gunman Kyle himself, were all white.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see somebody who's just on the outskirts, like not really paying attention, but is like a progressive. Apparently, she admitted to that in the tweet. I'm a progressive, like her progressive stance politically. And she was like, and I had no idea until today. And then someone else replied. I'm sorry if I'm jumping your shit.
Okay.
Somebody else replied in that tweet the same thing. I thought they were both black too. It's like,
They're
who's
just protesters.
yeah, exactly. Who's telling these people these things? It's like, oh my God. But what I was going to say, but the biggest thing about that is just like the memes. Like that's all that matters right now. It's not about whether he's guilty or not. It's about the memes.
Whoa. Let's backpedal here a little bit, bro.
So it seems like if you're politically affiliated with the left, you think that gun control and he shouldn't have even been there and he murdered these people. And then if you're on the right, you believe that everybody has a right to a gun and he was there just defending himself and he should be acquitted. And that's the take. What's your take? Do you know any facts about the case at all?
So I'll give you my take. Mm-hmm. I don't know all the facts.
Okay.
Right. Here's what I know, whether they're facts or not. This fool showed up to the protest like ready to fight.
Yes.
Strapped.
Yes.
Like ready to
He
do
said he was there to
whatever.
protect, quote unquote, businesses.
It's not your fucking job.
True.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be my job. I'd be like, I'm out.
Okay,
I'm going to the next state.
So it
over.
really boils down to that.
Yeah.
He had no right to be there.
Okay.
They're not his businesses.
Right.
To my knowledge.
Okay.
He has no affiliation with these businesses, to my knowledge.
So what if his intention was going there, you may think is not right, but did he do anything illegal by going across state lines with a gun to a public area? I don't know. Did he?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm asking you, is
because
that
I'm
illegal?
pretty sure your gun license is only valid.
Right,
in
but
that
it's
state.
like, yeah, okay. Well, that's also a possibility. Interstate travel with guns, I don't think is a thing. But
especially how old is he?
He was 17 at the time. He's 18 now.
Fuck off, minor.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, you can't do that. That alone, you probably can't do that.
I am in agreement with you, okay? I'm in agreement with you that he shouldn't have been there in the first place. I think that was silly of him, or at least what I've heard is that he wanted to go to protect these places.
So that's
his father was from there or something along his father was from there, or he had family there or something like that. And if that's the case, it doesn't matter. He still decided to do it, go to these protests across state lines, and went there. And he ended up doing a bunch of shit, going all over the place, and then he ends up getting into an altercation with people, and they try to. I don't know what happened after that. Really, there's a video.
Right,
there's a video. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a crazy story, but yeah,
I think it's a kid. I think it's a case of a kid being fed the idea that if he does something about this, he'll be a hero, and he can do something about this because he's white.
Oh, yeah,
and
okay,
maybe that's a little extreme. Maybe I need to backpedal a little bit.
No, that's okay.
But I think
you're white. You can say whatever you want.
Bang. But
anyway, you were saying.
But I think this kid went there, looking for a fight,
and he found it
without realizing the weight of the situation.
Gotcha.
I think
there's no way you could understand the weight of that situation as a 17-year-old.
Right. I think he saw everything in the news.
Absolutely.
And all of these people. He probably has an upbringing where it's been praised to him like, fuck these people. These protesters are the real enemy. Like, this is what's wrong with America. And he was like,
this is America.
Like, don't catch me slipping now. I'm gonna whip in catch me no slipping. But this is America.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, I think it has a lot to do with that. I think he saw an opportunity to maybe impress people, maybe make some people proud.
Yeah. That's what you saw by his actions?
Yeah, because he's 17, right? Like, what the fuck does he know?
I don't know.
What the fuck did you know at 17?
I didn't know shit.
What was I concerned about at 17?
What was I concerned
Getting my dick wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yeah.
I wasn't worried about shooting people.
And working my $7 an hour job.
I wasn't even worried about that.
Yeah.
I folded clothes at fucking American Eagle, dog. Oh, man. Fuck that place.
American Eagle. I used to like their boots.
Fuck them. You can suck a dick. Everybody associated with American Eagle, you can all suck a dick. I fucking hated it there.
Speaking of which, consumer costs and inflation are on the rise in October.
Yeah, enjoy your boyfriend shorts, ladies.
love
in your spaghetti strap shirts
I love it.
that say AE on them, in your neon shirts, boys. What a fucking weird selection of clothes. Like,
Oh God. All right, listen. That's all I pretty much have for the news, bro. I'm ready to go. I had a vaccine mandate thing, but we already mentioned it. It's in
we talked
litigation.
about it.
I personally think it's different. The only thing I wanted to mention.
My boy
is,
just got the word, Matt.
yeah,
He just got the word. His company.
they're mandating, like they're mandating vax only, or they're mandating a
Vax.
testing option.
Vax.
Vax only.
I believe so.
Did I just fucking? Oh no! I hope I didn't just break my headphones. Really, that sucks. Yeah, it's up to the individual company at that if they want to, however they want to enforce it. It's up to them, which is sad. Is that not sad?
It's disturbing.
It is, right?
Yeah, so,
like, am I losing my mind?
My
or-
other friend is honestly having a really difficult time with the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because he's like, this country
What?
built on like freedom. Like
Right.
I've idolized it my entire life.
Yes.
And now,
Yes. And I don't want to repackage the whole argument, but Jon Stewart had a whole thing about how
he's awesome.
he is awesome, but he had a whole thing. The premise of his argument. And I saw a little clip about his new show that's on Apple TV. It was he said that freedom isn't free, right? Would
Right.
you agree? Freedom isn't free. That's what he
Right.
says.
Right.
So he says, so why are people crying freedom when they don't want to wear a mask and they don't want to get a vaccine that may be mandated? That's your sacrifice. Like that's your sacrifice if you want to be free.
Yeah.
So I mean, you just mentioned like it drapes all over people. Like whenever has a private company forced you to do a medical procedure?
Right.
When has that ever
Right.
happened? In our lifetime, at least. It's never happened in the last 2 generations, 3 generations.
Aside from like being a pilot, get your eyes checked, be a doctor. Do
well,
whatever.
and that's another. I mean, I
So,
know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it's not like when I applied to my position,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like they were, hey, can you karate chop this board in half?
Mm-hmm.
If you can't, then you can't. If you can't have this job. Could you do that? No.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Well,
I can't.
then we'd be out.
Son of a bitch. You know
I
who
don't
can?
where
You
I
know
was
who
going
can?
with that.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
He can
Jason Bourne
he
and
can
your
karate.
daughter
Yeah, he can
with her
karate.
taekwondo classes. If only she could land correctly.
It's jujitsu, you son of a bitch.
Fuck.
Take it back.
I take it. What is
Yeah.
what even is taekwondo? It's jujitsu.
It is jujitsu.
Where Jews
What?
get all up in you. Jujitsu, where Jews get all up in you.
Oh my god. Whew. Sorry, that made me laugh. He said Jews. Jews. That's funny. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, it's just different. I understand that there's healthcare professionals out there that are mandated vaccines all the time to keep their position, their job. I get it. That's kind of what you understand going in, like the army. You're going to be fucking run through, and they're going to give you every vaccine under the sun. They're going to treat you for anything, penicillin, whatever they want, because you're part of the army now. But it's just like that standard is important for those fields because of the safety involved. But like, why does somebody who's taking online classes at Rutgers University need to get a vaccine? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Do you
Why?
need to?
Yes. Why do children who have literally zero, I'm not saying zero, I shouldn't say zero, but
zero.
almost zero risk to the COVID disease?
Mm-hmm.
They can catch SARS, but they don't necessarily always get COVID because COVID is the disease. It's like HIV and AIDS. You understand what I'm saying? So, however, why? Like, why is that the case? It just shouldn't be this way. I don't understand. I don't know.
I think it's
It's perplexing.
Have I said it on? Did I say it last week on the podcast? Where I think it's kind of like a test, like how far will we go? Like how much can they do?
Yeah, and it's
How
just
much
like
can they say like, hey, do this, guys? You
Yeah.
need this. Show me your papers.
Right.
You want to get in here?
Yeah, I know.
Show me the card.
And that's
How far are you guys gonna give up your freedoms
right,
until you have none?
right.
And I get it. That's extreme. That's what
No,
people.
but that's the kind of point that people like Joe Rogan and other people that
Whoa.
are that are making
Alpha brain, dude. I've been on
they're
that
like
shit.
they're making is that once these little chunks of your freedom get taken, you never get it back. Like, you never get it back. Like, do you remember what happened after 9/11 with the Patriot Act? And they completely changed the way that they enforce terrorist laws here, and they basically wrote themselves a blank check to enforce it however they see fit.
Exactly.
That's what they just did, okay? Or that's what they did, excuse me, in 2001 with the Patriot Act. All you have to be considered is a, quote, enemy combatant, and they can do whatever the fuck they want with you. Guantanamo Bay, it's a whole thing. It changed the way the country is after that moment. So now with this pandemic, you're seeing that the country, the laws, and everything has changed. They told you couldn't go out. You couldn't go to the movies. You can't go to eat in a restaurant. They told you all these things. They locked you down. It's like we're like a bizarro world.
They said they pushed pause on the world.
Yeah.
And everybody just, I mean,
I know, and so I know, and I understand, and so that happened, right? And they did all these things, and they took all these measures to, quote, protect us. And now, if you start letting them mandate medical treatment to you, what's next?
Medical experiments.
What is next after that? And that's the point that like a lot of conservative people are talking about, and I think it's a valid point.
I think, and that's the news.
Oh yeah, that's the news.
I think that is a valid point. But
What are they going to do next? Did you know that they changed? Oh, I'll tell you one more thing real quick. Okay, real quick on this. All
One
right?
more thing.
And then we'll get going. I'll give you another example of how they're already changing this. And I learned this on Crystal and Sagar. Props. Breaking points. I'll give you another example. January 6th, the riots at the Capitol, whatever you think happened, whatever your opinion, it doesn't matter, it happened. Now what Congress is doing is bolstering the Capitol Police. Okay? They've promised them billions of dollars. They have started to contribute more technologies to them to help them, quote, surveil for threats on the Capitol. This is all real. You can look this up. They gave them all this extra money, and they're now under the guise of protecting the Capitol. They can go anywhere in the country. They have jurisdiction anywhere in the country because it's the Capitol Police. What the fuck does the Capitol Police do? They just fucking sit there and jerk off at the Capitol, and they let you in when you're going in for a tour. That's all they should be doing. Why do they need to surveil Americans? And you want to know the most interesting part about it? There is a thing called the Freedom of Information Act.
yeah,
You know what that
which
is?
is incredibly hard to work around. But yes,
Regardless, it does open a lot of doors for people to find out information from the government. The problem is that, guess what department of the federal government is not covered under the Freedom of Information Act? The Capitol fucking Police. So they're giving them all this extra money that I personally feel is unnecessary. They're giving them billions of dollars. They're letting them set up stations across the country.
and you can't look
And they're
up what
giving them
using the money
technology.
for.
What?
And you can't look up what they're doing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the Patriot Act. And every time something like this happens, you lose a little bit of rights. And now you just lost it again because now they can surveil you and they don't have to tell you. They don't have to tell you why. They don't have to tell you what they found. And they never have to tell you because the Freedom of Information Act does not cover the Capitol Police. Welcome to America.
This is America.
Hit it.
Don't get you slipping. Look going on with it.
And that was the news with Evan and Drew.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
You guys are noticing that there's no, this is sports.
There is no sport.
There's no sports. Maybe we'll save the sports drop and we'll do it like if we talk about sports or something. Anyway. Yes. So I have a recommendation.
Yes. Lay it on me.
Do you have one?
I have, all right, so there's a lot of new music out, so I don't really know where to start, so you go first.
Okay, cool. I did listen to an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience this week, but it had nothing to, like this. I'm not recommending this because of the vaccines and all that shit. Well, I am recommending it is episode 1731. He had a guest on. His name is Theo Von.
Theo Von.
He is a comedian, a stage performer.
Mullet boy.
Mullet boy, yes. He's got a mullet, famously. He's from Louisiana, so he has a southern accent.
Louisiana.
Yes. If you don't know who he is, though, he was made famous by the Rolled Rules in the late 90s, and then he did the Real World Rolled Rules Challenge on MTV.
Real world.
He was like kind of like the comedic relief. He was always the funny guy on there, which is kind of ironic the way it turned out. But he was really funny on there. I remember him from then, and then seeing him like start to perform the last few years. He's in that whole circle with all those like Tom Segura and Bert and Brendan Schaub and Joe Rogan and Ari and all those people. But yeah, he kind of turned into a comedian, started finding notoriety the last few years. He's funny, and the episode was great. Him and Joe are like really good friends, and you can kind of tell. And Theo's just a funny guy. Like, he's off the wall, and it's just like, if you just needed to like listen to something and just like kind of chill for a little bit and get a couple giggles out, it was a great episode. They also try smelling salts in it, and it's really funny the way they react, and yeah, it's really funny. And they also there's this one other part that I did want to mention. They talk about Joe. It's just like a minute long or so, but Joe mentions that. Am I on there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Joe mentions on there that he's like, what if? He's like, it feels like 2020, like the world just like got transferred into another dimension. He says everything from that moment on. He says, just feels like we've been in another dimension.
I've heard that before.
And I was like, and him and Theo go back and forth on it. And it's funny, number one, but it's also just very eerie to think about. It's like, what if one day we did wake up and we were somewhere else? Like, it's just crazy, dude. It's crazy to think about. But anyway, you should listen to it. It's really funny.
If we were, I'm cool with it, man.
Yeah.
Like, because something in me switched, man. I'm fucking doing it. I'm figuring it out.
So as long as I could take my family with me and aliens come, I'll just go with the aliens. It's fine. I'll just take me wherever you want, dude. Just
You're
don't eat
such
me.
a wholesome family.
Just
dad,
don't eat me.
Drew.
Just take my family. Trust
As
me,
long
we'll
as I can
contribute.
take my family.
Teach me your ways.
Let me take my dog.
What if she stays? It'll be fine. She can't survive in space, bro. The dogs can't survive.
Yeah, she can.
It smells like fucking shit in here right now. Can you smell it?
No.
What? You can't. It smells like she has been farting up a storm. Or she shit in the corner and we didn't realize it.
No, I hope not.
So do you have a recommendation? Take your dog on frequent walks.
Yeah. So there's a lot of new music out. A lot. So definitely, I'm gonna listen. I don't know if.
What about Taylor Swift, bro? You're not gonna recommend Taylor Swift,
bro? Yes, of course. Like Red, so I fucking love what she's doing with that.
What is she doing?
With the re-releasing of her old albums?
Tell our audience, what is she doing with her old albums?
All right, listen.
Did she have bought the rights back, right? Or
she cannot buy the rights
so
back.
she has to
They won't
re-release
sell
them. So they have to re-release them.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
But they can't re-release them because he owns the masters.
Okay.
So the masters are the final copy.
Right.
So it's not like...
Are the masters just that version of the song? Or is it like the lyrics and the hook and all that other stuff that goes into it as well?
So the masters are that version of the song.
It's that. They own that.
Like,
but she still wrote the song.
She has the right... So I think like she even like sold him the rights to that.
Okay.
Maybe not because she's re-releasing.
Yeah, she has to have the rights
Has to be
a technicality.
Yeah. So she's re-recording them so that she owns the rights to her masters. This way it is all her music again.
Okay.
Which is fucking sick, man. Like she is turning a page and fully benefiting from her art and her fans, which I fully back.
Yep.
But I don't know if I recommended either of these last time, so definitely check out Every Time I Die, Radical.
Okay.
That's the album. Band, Every Time I Die album, Radical. Songs, Postmortem. Oh, I definitely recommended this because I said Postmortem. And then I said Angel Dust already. Okay. So since then, there has been another album, a double album.
Okay.
By a band I previously recommended.
Which is?
Parcels.
Oh, yeah, you've said Parcels on here. I've listened to them before. They're in my queue.
They released a double album. It's called Day/Night.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very cool. And it's cool, man.
Yeah. Did you listen to both albums?
So I've only gotten through a little bit of Day.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know how I'm interested to know if like the one album is different than the other, like, and you can contextually tell. That would be cool. Let me know about that.
I feel like it might because what I've heard of the first album is like it's very light, very airy, very angelic.
Yeah.
And and then another Webbed Wing. I think I sent this to the group chat. They put out an album called What's So Fucking Funny. They shred. Best guitar tones in the fucking game.
That's cool.
Stand by.
You did send that, and I didn't understand. I didn't know it. I thought it was like a comedy album, but it was like a real music album.
Real music.
Yeah, I know. You're like, they shred.
They fucking shred. Like
hysterical.
They're so it's members of the band Super Heaven.
Gotcha.
Who I think I've also recommended on here before.
So the Taylor Swift thing. It says here that this was due to a contract with her previous record label, Big Machine Records, which was purchased by Scooter Braun in 2019.
Scooter.
After Swift parted ways with the label and signed with Universal Music Group, the singer-songwriter opted to, quote, reclaim her songs the best way she knows how, re-record her older songs and albums. So I guess she is allowed to re-record them, but she just doesn't own the versions that are, like the, 100 million copies of all the other songs that are mastered that have been sold and played
the thing.
In this country.
I just said, I love what she's doing. I think it's fucking sick.
Yeah.
However, I think it only really works if everybody stops playing
The old ones.
masters.
Yeah, it starts. Yeah, everybody has to ditch them. But radio stations aren't going to do that.
That's what I mean. It starts with the fans.
Yeah.
Like taking them all off the playlist
and buying her
everything
new
else,
one.
buying it all over again. Yeah. But then it extends to radio stations, places like Target, like KFC, places that they just play music while people work. They all play Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah.
So they have to take all those songs off and put the new ones on.
Yep.
Which I don't know how often they check on their playlists. She's been chilling over there this whole time.
She smells like shit, dude. It smells like fucking shit. It smells like...
It might be you, bro.
It's not me.
Is it me?
It smells like
Is
eggs.
it me?
Like, it smells like eggs.
Oh, okay. I caught a whiff of that one. Shit.
The candle's right in front of me and I can still smell her ass.
Well, as we discussed last time, your nose detects change in smell.
That's true. Yes. Well, she must be farting a lot.
Overall smell.
That's true.
And they must be getting worse because you keep smelling.
I got one more little quip here for you, bud. You ready?
Oh yeah.
So this week, or not this week, actually like 2 months ago, I fucking bought. They fucking got me on TikTok. I bought an ear camera. I'm sure you've seen the advertisement.
You bought an ear camera?
I bought a fucking endoscopic ear camera.
What the fuck is that, dude?
It's like you can look in your ears and clean them and like see better to clean them. Because Q-tips don't do shit, right? The Q-tips just kind of mush it all up in there and they don't pull out the actual wax. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've actually been hard of hearing in my right ear for a long time, and I'm like, maybe it's clogged. What if I have shit in there and I don't realize it? So I decided to buy this camera. So I get real excited, okay? I'm like, yo, I'm ready to clean my fucking ears. So I go ahead and I pull the camera out, and I have a little bit of trouble getting it to work because the box says Android and all my fucking things are Apple. And I was like, shit. So, but anyway, I get it to finally work. I pull it up on QuickTime or some bullshit. And I pull the camera out, and it works really well. Like the camera, it's like in HD. It's like very small. You can get in there. I go to put it in my ear.
Yeah.
And you ever see those clips of cats when you play with a comb and they go "Bleh," like that? Yeah. You ever see that? Where they play the clip with the comb and you go, and the cats like vomit. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it was like for me. I went to go put it in my ear, and the instant I saw all the ear hair, and I got like fucking grossed out, dude. I was like, I did it, dude. I did it. I tried to get it in my ear 3 different times, Evan. I couldn't do it. It was so fucking disgusting.
How much did you spend on this camera?
It was like $25.
And you were just gonna let it sit there?
What? Not use it?
You're gonna use that camera.
Well, I used it already, and it's fucking disgusting. So I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Okay. So then I go and I'm like, my fucking daughter will love this shit. Like I said, she's 7. She's all curious about all different kinds of shit. I'm like, she's going to love this shit. So let me pull it out. I'm like, oh, damn it. Beep.
Bro.
That's the second time I said my daughter's name. Okay, so I said, yo, check out this thing I got online. Look, I'm like showing her. I'm like, yo, check out this camera. I'm like, look at this. Like, I hold it up to the fabric on the couch, and you can see like the individual like sewing. I'm like, yo, check it out. She's like, this is so cool. I'm like, you want to see inside your ear? She's like, yeah. So I go to put it in her ear. It doesn't even make it into it. She goes, no, Daddy, stop. She's like, it's gross. I can't do it. I was like, okay, I'll stop. I was like, me too, honey, me too.
I dare you to put it in your butt.
I'm not putting it in my butt, dude.
Put it in your wife's
No, I'm not.
butt.
It has a light on it though.
Put it in your wife's
Maybe
butt.
I'll put it in my butt.
Put it in your butt.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Yeah.
I'm using it to check my prostate.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use it for too.
Maybe oh my god. Maybe next week. Maybe next week I'll bring it and we'll try to put it in your ear. We'll see if you get freaked out or not.
Yeah, let's put it in my ear.
All right,
Let's
we'll
see
put.
what's
All
up.
right, so I'll bring my camera next week and we'll put it, and we'll record it. We'll record it in video. We'll put it on TikTok. That'll be our first. That'll be our first TikTok.
Oh, look it in my ear.
Look it in your ear.
Fuck.
That'll be our first TikTok. Oh,
You're
man,
gonna say
I can't
this
wait.
guy?
I can't wait. Make sure you wear nice clothes.
I'll wear a suit.
I'm gonna wear a button up. I'm gonna be on TikTok. All right.
I look good.
I look very good. All right.
I have a chair.
I'm good, man. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
Let's hit the
man.
road, dude. I gotta go feed some cats. All
Yeah.
right. Love you. I love you.
Go eat some pussy.
I hope you have a good week.
You too, bro.
Thanks.